pro boxing fans here at the Ben Davison Performance Centre here with Barry Smith. Barry, it's saw you a couple of weeks ago with your fight, Chris Congo. Unfortunately, didn't go to plan. But let's talk about yourself. How are you? How's things?
All good, bro. All good. Just working hard in the gym with the boys. You know, getting them all ready for their dates, and basically just pushing from there.
Obviously, we're here for Leigh Woods, who did a media workout ahead of his fight with Mauricio Lara. Let's talk about Leigh. I spoke to Ben just then and I said, you know, what made you take Leigh on? What did you see in Leigh? When you've had Leigh in the gym for however long you've had him, how much of a fighter is Leigh?
See, with Leigh, right, he's just... I tell everyone this, yeah, he's the hardest puncher, pound for pound in the world. He's up there. He's up there. And, you know... he's got a lot of grit about him, determination. He's improved 100% up here. You know, people say, oh, he's mad taking this fight with Lara. I don't think we are. I think he's going to splatter Lara all over the floor, and I do believe that. And I just let Leigh Wood do the talking in the ring.
I do want to go back to his last fight, probably the fight of the year against Michael Conlan. Being part of that, Barry, when you look back at it, do you understand how big a fight that was? Because a lot of people, I was just trying to, Ben, the reason why I asked that question is, Ben, is like, when you're in the corner, it's different.
Yes.
When you're a spectator, it's different. Yeah. When you've had time to go back and watch it, have you realised how big a spectacle it was?
Oh, mate, I enjoyed every second of that fight, but the only thing I didn't enjoy was the first round, you know. But, yeah, I can remember being in the corner as Leigh's head bounced off the canvas. I dropped a bottle of water thinking, fuck, he's blew it. But then I see Leigh slowly creep up and just carry on. The bell went and ran for a round. Leigh just got back in the fight. You know, but the atmosphere there, I've never heard an atmosphere like it. It was electrifying. I was in the corner. I was trying to soak it up. But it's hard when you're in the corner, you know. But when you watch it back, you're like, wow. I mean, what a great fight to be involved in, you know. Would I ever be involved in a fight again like that? Well, I hope so, but it's going to be hard to top.
Obviously, you got a tough opponent in Lara ahead of him for his next fight. Talking about Lara, we know how tough he is. We showed against Warrington how tough an opponent he is. Leigh shows how bold he is because this is a voluntary defence. It is something that he had to do. Is that testament to Leigh's mindset? You know, how strong he is, how he wants to fight the best in the division.
Yeah, that's Leigh Wood for you, you know. Leigh Wood, he's just got that mentality. He just wants to fight the best out there, you know. I think him and Josh Warrington will make a great fight. That's the fight I think everyone wants to see, you know. That'll bang out a football ground. But yeah, Leigh Wood's ballsy. He'll fight anyone, you know. We believe, well, I believe, Leigh believes, Ben believes, Leigh believes that we're going to splatter him all over the floor. And I honestly do believe that. And people saying, oh, why are you taking this fight? Why are you doing this? I mean, why are we taking this fight? Because Leigh was going to knock him out. That's why we're taking these fights, and I do believe it.
And another fighter, Michael Conlan, looks like he might be fighting for the IBF against Lopez. There is talks, Top Rank is saying they want to get that fight made. If that fight gets made, Leigh's already said, listen, we'll have that rematch. That rematch happens, that's a big fight second time around.
Yeah, of course it will. If he wins it, he's bringing something to the table, isn't he? Obviously, we got, you know what I mean? So if he wins it, he's bringing something to the table, and that's going to be one hell of a fight. Hopefully that will bang out Nottingham football ground. I think it will after the first one, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a fight. If he brings us out to the table, yes, why not?
Let's talk about your other fighters. Billy Joe. Well, last time I spoke to you about Billy, he's still sort of cutting down his weight. From what Ben's saying, he's still in the gym, you know, taking along. Still waiting for that date right now.
Yeah, Billy's in the gym, you know, training hard. Weight's coming down lovely. He's just in there, just waiting for his date, his time to get back into it. You know, we're all excited to have Billy in the gym. You know, so yeah, just waiting now. That's all we are, just waiting. But it would happen. But it's just a matter of time, just waiting.
Do you feel like that fight with Eubank, which the British public still want, has lost a little bit after Eubank lost to Liam Smith?
It's Billy Joe and Eubank, innit? You know, I think they probably want to see Eubank like get beat again. I don't know, but. I don't know. I think I was there in the first one. Obviously, I was in Billy's corner that one, and that was another great night as well. But yeah, I would like to see it again. You know, would you like to see it again?
100%.
Well, there you go. So that's two people.
Barry, let's talk about Eubank then. We're hearing that let's talk about Chris Eubank Jr. We're hearing that his team are putting in an appeal, or they're looking to put in an appeal for a supposed elbow by Leigh Smtih before he got knocked down. What do you make of the situation?
Well, boxing is a rough, tough sport. Yeah, the elbows actually do go in every now and then, more than you think. Yeah. I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the fight. You know, Leigh Smith done fantastic. Yeah. For me, Eubanks just looked all over the place. His balance, he just didn't look good in there at all. Yeah, I think he might have had a good second or third round, but it just looked all over the place. You know, I don't know. Perhaps he's trying to fight like Roy Jones. I don't know. He just didn't look good. I'm just being honest. You know, is he a good fighter? Yeah, he's a good fighter. But Leigh Smith made him look reckless, and he was reckless. So the elbow, I don't think will not change nothing. You know, if they have the rematch, I think it'd be the same outcome. I do believe that. No, fair play to Leigh Smith. Brilliant performance. I was there. I was watching it. Yeah. So was it a shock? Yeah, it was a shock. He blew him away that early. But going on about the elbow, this, that, and whatever, it ain't going to change that. It was never going to change the outcome of that fight. That was only going one way then.
Let's talk about a fight that happened this weekend: Artur Beterbiev versus Anthony Yarde. I know you know Anthony Yarde quite well, because when I went to the gym to see Anthony Yarde back in the day, you were always there, you know, doing work with other fighters. But talk to me about, firstly, that performance by Anthony Yarde against Beterbiev.
You know what, you got to take your hat off to Anthony Yarde. You know, he gave it everything. You know, he gave it everything. I actually fancy Anthony Yarde for that fight. I don't know why. I just did. Because I probably wanted him to win, that's why. But, you know, you got to respect him. You just got to respect him. He gave it everything. He left everything in there. Tundi done the right thing. That was a good. He got up, called it at the right time, I think, you know. He can fight another day, instead of leaving him in there, because it was a brutal fight. And I enjoyed every second of watching it, you know. And big respect to Anthony Yarde. Big respect to him.
Let's talk about Beterbiev though. 19 wins, 19 knockouts. The man is a beast.
Man, he's a ruthless puncher. You know, he was ruthless in there. You know, but yeah, I think he's the best lightweight in the country, or in the world. Sorry, yeah, definitely.
Even if he fights Bivol, do you reckon he's the best? He'll beat Bivol?
I believe so. I do believe so. You know, he's a rough, tough man, isn't he? He's rough and he's ready. I was there. I could hear that jab going in on Anthony Yarde. The jab was rock solid. You know, it was rock solid. And Anthony Yarde was coming back off it, putting his own work in. I think he's the best in the world in that division. Yeah.
You reckon Callum Smith can break into the top 3-4 of that division? Obviously, he's mandated to fight Beterbiev as long as the undisputed fight doesn't happen with Bivol. Do you reckon Callum Smith can cause him problems?
100%, definitely. Callum Smith's a very good counter puncher on the ropes, that left hook, you know, and he can punch as well. So yeah, he can. Yeah, it's possible he can cause a big upset there. I believe he can, but we'll have to wait and see for that.
A final couple for myself. Anthony Joshua looks like he may be fighting Jermaine Franklin, the guy who fought Dillian White last time. Talk to me about that fight. Is that a good fight for Joshua at this present time?
Yeah, why not? He's two-weight world champion. Why not? Yeah, I think it's a good fight for him to come back with. I think there's a few easy fights to come back to get used to working with another trainer, picking up all different things. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good fight for him. Yeah. Do
you think Anthony Joshua can become number one in that division again, or do you think Tyson Fury just takes that division?
I'm sure to say no. Tyson and Usyk, they're the rules of that division.
What about Joe Joyce though? Big problem, no?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Joe Joyce. Are they going to fight him? Are they going to fight Joe Joyce? Yeah, Joe Joyce, tough man. He is the juggernaut. He's a tough man. For me, it's them three. Them three are the governors.
I like that. Vaze, it's always a pleasure talking to you. So always good seeing you. No doubt I'll see you close to a lot of your fighters are coming out soon. And thank you very much for talking to Pro Box Fan.
Thank you very much.